Hey guys, it's ShelseaLuxe. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you my true everyday go-to neutral glam. This is pretty much the glam that I wear every day, whether I'm going to work or just out with my friends. This is my favorite go-to glam. It only takes me like 20 minutes to do. It's my favorite look. It's just kind of like a warm fall glam right now. Make sure you click the subscribe button below. I'll have everything that I use listed below in the description. And if you like this look, keep watching and I'll show you how to achieve it. Also follow me on Instagram on ShelseaLuxe. So I'm going to start with the Sisley Double Tinted Primer. This primer is a little bit pricey, but it actually works so well with my skin. I'm super oily, so it does keep my makeup on all day. So I'm just going to rub that in. I'm going to let it get a little bit tacky, and then I'm going to put my favorite foundations on. I'm going to use the NARS Longwear and the MAC Studio Fix foundation. I usually put the NARS on first. It gives me a lot of coverage, and then I put the MAC Studio Fix on just to give me that super matte finish. And then I rub that in using a beauty blender just from Sephora. It's my favorite. I feel like it gives me the ultimate coverage. So I just use that one over a brush because I feel like sometimes the brush is a little streaky. So that's why I like the beauty blender. So for my concealer, I'm going to go in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I use NC42. It gives me a pretty bright highlight. I like my highlight a little bit bright. So I go in with the 42. I use a beauty blender. I move it up to my eyebrows because I like my eyes bright. You don't want a bright eye underneath and then not on top. So I do that on both. And then if I want it a little bit brighter, then I go in with the NC30. So I'm just going to blend that in with the beauty blender, mix those two together, and I'm going to move that up, move that on my nose. So now I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Brow, dip down in Ebony to do my brows. So I use a MAC angled brush, and I'm just going to work the product through the brows. You don't want to hold the brush too heavy. You don't want to put too much product in there. You just kind of want to trace your brows, and then I'm bringing it down to where my natural hairs are. And then I'm just working that product through the brow, as you can see here. So towards the front of my brow, I'm not going to do horizontal strokes. I'm going to do vertical strokes because you want that to look more like hair than just makeup and gel. And then I'm going to rub that in. I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC42 going underneath to give you that defined look. So you want to start in the middle of your eye shape and then work it into your brow. That way you don't put too much product into your brow. So you're just going to get your angled brush and then rub it up into your brow. And then you're going to give yourself that defined shape. Now I'm using Sacha Buttercup powder to bake my concealer. So I love this powder for deeper skin tones because it doesn't give you that flashback. It just gives you that nice yellowy highlight. And I like to bake my brows because, like I said before, I'm oily. So that kind of keeps my brows and my face intact all day. Now I'm going to use Dark Deepest MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. And I'm going to start at the top of my ear and then blend that down to like the middle of my face. This is like my transition bronzer color. So I'm gonna work that in, and then now I'm gonna get the MAC Studio Fix. I think this is NW55, and I am going to do the same thing. This is gonna be my dark contour color. So this is gonna give me a little bit more of a contour because Dark Deepest is like almost my shade. So I'm going to use Dark Deepest again for my nose contour. So this is like one of my favorite brushes from Morphe. You're just going to go down the side of your nose and kind of work your way into your eyebrow. And you want to do that on both sides. Make sure not to get it in the middle. Just work your way down. I love a snatch nose, so this is the favorite part of my makeup routine. And I just work it into my eyebrow so it won't just be like a harsh finish. So this is Oh Darling from MAC. I'm going to get like a smaller blending brush, and then I'm going to go down the middle of my nose. So this gives you that pretty highlight, like for pictures or just whatever. And I put that under my brow for my brow highlight, and then in my tear duct and on top of my lip. So this is my favorite bronzer for deeper skin tones. This is Sun Power from MAC. This is my transition color that I use on pretty much every look that I do. I use it as my transition color, and I also use it as for my bronzer all over my face. It's my absolute favorite. I feel like if MAC was to like discontinue this product, I don't know what I would do. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using is the Tartelette Toasted eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use Warmth and Cozy for my transition colors. I'm going to blend those in, and then I'm going to go in with Fireside. This is going to be my crease in the outer corner, so I'm just going to do little small windshield wipes to give me that smoky look, and just blend that into your transition color. And then you're gonna just work your way into your transition color until you feel like everything's blended. And now I'm gonna get Sunset, and this is gonna be my lid color. So I'm just using a flat brush from MAC, and I'm just gonna pat that color on. You don't wanna go too high because you don't wanna overshadow that transition color, and you don't want it to mix into that dark brown color. So keep that right on your lid and just pat until you see the color show up. So now I'm going to get that dark brown Fireside color, and I'm going to put it as my eyeliner for underneath the eye, because I like to match the bottom of my eye to the top of my eye, because I feel like it makes the eyeshadow look very cohesive. And then I'm going to use this brush for my Cozy and Warmth color in the Tartelette palette, and I'm just going to blend that all together underneath my eye just to smudge it out a little bit. So now I'm going to wipe my baking powder off. So any fallout that I had, I'm just wiping that off, moving it away. You can see that my concealer is set from this Sacha Buttercup powder. This is my favorite liquid eyeliner. This is the Sephora Precision Liner. I really like the applicator. It gives me most of the control. So these are my favorite lashes, M302A from Jenny's. I'm gonna put those on. So for my highlight, I'm gonna use MAC Oh Darling again. I'm gonna place that right on my cheekbone, and then for my bronzer to mix in my highlight and my contour, I'm gonna use Sun Power. Put that all over my face, blend in everything together. And my favorite lip duo combo is gonna be Chestnut from MAC, and then Estee Lauder, I think it's number 101 Naked liquid lipstick. It just blends perfectly. Stays on all day.